Greetings and welcome to the final verdict, yes, the final verdict for BKA Outlink 2014. First off, thanks to everyone who entered. Thanks also to the guest setters and guest judge. Thanks, you all made it a great competition. Yeah, it was fun to set and quite difficult to set in the end, but there we go. Now, 3 players left: Kendamatty, Dimensions and theobau. Yeah, really well done all 3 of you. You made it really tough for me to set tricks for you at the end. Very impressive. So, what I decided to do on the last trick, well, last sequence, was film the sequence and give no instructions, just up to you guys to copy the sequence, which proved to be quite interesting. Now, no feedback was given, so after the guys each submitted their first attempt, I just replied to them and said, "I've received your attempt," and they're allowed to resubmit if they wanted to. And in the end, received 2 submissions each from Matt and Rob, and 5 submissions from Theo. Yeah. Right, so I've had a look at all of the submissions, and you'll have seen already in the thread that I posted the one from each of them that I've decided was the best run. Now, Rob, in your second video, couldn't see a footwork on the pirouettes, so had to discount that second one, so I've gone with your first video. Matt, on your first video, you forgot to say the keyword, so invalid, sorry, so gone with your second video. And Theo, on your second, third, fourth and fifth video, the straight arm centrifuge was distinctly bent arm, so gone with your first video. So, presumably you've now all watched the videos and you're thinking, well, Matt got halfway and Rob and Theo both completed it, so pretty obvious who's come third, right? Not quite so obvious. So, let's have a look at those pirouettes. Now, I said the transition should be smoothly into a one-footed pirouette. And some of you didn't quite get a one-footed pirouette. You got kind of half or 3/4 of the way around, and then the other foot went down, and so actually none of you did the one-footed pirouette correctly. Interestingly, on Matt's first video, I would have allowed his one-footed pirouette, but not on his second one. Well, luck, Matt. So, since all 3 of you did a dodgy one-footed pirouette, I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to move on. And so, we'll say you all did the pirouette, okay? Okay. Now, Matt, I have to say both your videos very entertaining. But you got kind of halfway through the sequence and then just, well, you looked a bit baffled and got lost. So the point you got to in your second video, that's the point you got to. Rob, Dimensions. Now, you got through the whole sequence twice. But now at one point, no, it's this point actually. There's a move where you throw the yellow ball across to the other hand and throw the blue ball and then carry on. But what you did was to throw the blue ball and take the yellow ball off. So I'm calling that a mistake. Tough, but tough. So that's where you got to, Rob. Theo. Now you completed the whole sequence 5 times. Pretty impressive. But you made a mistake. And this is really tough because you just made a mistake watching the video I set, and I think you just remembered it wrong. But the bit where you do the little ball drop and catch under the leg, you caught it under the wrong leg. Every time. You caught it under the leg on the other side to the kendama. It should be the one on the same side. So that's your mistake. Oh, yeah, that's tough too, I know. That's harsh, but copy the video. That's what you had to do. And Theo, your mistake came earlier in the sequence than Matt and Rob's mistake. So Theo, you got 3rd place. Well done. And hard luck. Okay. So that leaves Matt and Rob, right? Now, Rob, the mistake you made taking the ball off. Now that happens to be at exactly the same point in the sequence that Matt made his mistake. So, you both got as far as each other. So is it a tie? Nope, it's not a tie. If we go back to the original post, it was stated that smoothness of movement may be taken into consideration as a deciding factor, especially in the extra ball sequence. Matt, you did brilliantly. You didn't do brilliantly smoothly, I have to say. So Matt, congratulations, you got 2nd place. Rob, dimensions. Salute you, sir. You have outlinked everybody. You win. Well done.